Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. We have some dynamic agent leaders in the house and Amanda's incoming. Some incredible people I met with last week. I would like to introduce all of you to. They are a part of Keller Williams on mainland and getting ready to join with us. Dynamic power couple, have personally flipped over 100 homes, done developments. Ryan and Stephanie Olson, and I've asked Ryan as an introduction and welcome to KW Maui to read our mission statement. Ryan, are you there? And if he's not, we'll have him do it at the end. Ryan Olson, are you there? All right, we're gonna save it for a little bit.
I'm muted. Sorry about that.
No worries. There you are. Welcome, welcome.
I was trying to read my own lips. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Hello and aloha to all of you. We look forward to meeting you. And the mission statement, to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving.
Thank you, Ryan. We are so excited to support you in your business here. They have deep connections with Lahaina and did lose a home there and want to give back to Maui. And so we are super excited to support you in your vision with that. So welcome, welcome. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This is one of my favorite things. Love getting realtor mail. So I'm interested in what you guys think and evaluate this one for me. And I'm only sharing so we can all level up our game, right? So I live in South Maui. And this came from my another agent, and it says, aloha, fellow Ka'anapali owners and neighbors. And then it goes on to share all about putting another Ka'anapali home in escrow. So I'm interested on a scale of 1 to 10, put in the chat, how effective do you think this is for me?
Terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't want to.
And how much do you think that, I mean, this is expensive,
Cost
right?
print, mail, 8.5 by 11, that's premium mail rates.
And I think sporting April this morning.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, I got feedback, you know how there's the Rachel, now we have the eight. Yeah, and I think we kind of are proud of the side of the island that where we live, we have a kind of a connection to it, and so when they are saying I'm from there, I'm like, no, I'm not one of those ones, I'm South Side girl. So anyway, just a thought, and scrub your list for other realtors maybe, I don't know. Okay, and then I want to share one more thing, see what you guys think. Got this at family reunion or mega camp. I'll pass it around. It's a keychain with the state and his info. And as you guys are thinking about going to events, what do you think of that one?
You know, I realized the other day that keychains might not be a bad idea when you have like
Aw,
like your soul, like you sell a place or something, because, you know, the other day I'm handed this Ziploc bag of keys and I'm giving it to my new buyer, and I'm kind of like, so I found my own keychain that for a gym, but in the meantime, I'm like, man, I got some cool little keychains, not that you have to get a bunch of them or use it very often, but just for your own clients, you know.
I totally, Steve's saying you should have them, I ordered some from Vistaprint, I didn't have the education on being compliant, so they're not compliant. But now I know, have your broker review everything, but to hand over keys with your personal keychain on it and your logo or something, that's pretty, yeah, Marian.
So I haven't used a keychain with somebody else's logo on it for very long. I
Yeah,
appreciate that gesture, but I got a keychain once that really stood out and I kept all these years. It's a Tiffany silver house. It's just a house.
oh, wow.
And there's a little tag that's attached to it. And on the tag, you can have it engraved to say what you want to say, but the tag is small enough that that's fine.
Yeah,
I still have it.
amazing.
Well, that's awesome.
So it's probably, $75, $100, but really.
Classy,
Classy.
luxury,
Yeah.
thumbs up on Zoom if you heard that. Do I need to repeat it? Any feedback, Alfie? So Marion was saying,
Thumbs up.
oh, okay, good. Yeah, so think about it. I've heard all kinds of creative ideas when you go places, but, I know Randy's been giving away surfboards at family reunion for years, and he has people, look, you know, the little ones you get 12 for $10 at the ABC store. And then he puts his logo on and he gets feedback that people have it years later, so.
It's a bottle opener too.
Oh, it's a bottle opener too. That's smart.
Change it, change.
It changes things, yes. Yeah. Okay, super excited. Yes, Jim?
I've been collecting cold cups, koozies, all
Oh,
over
yeah,
the mainland. If
nice.
you're looking for a realtor in Pentwater, Michigan, wherever that was. I've got a cold cup for it.
That's cool. So koozies, yeah. So everybody, you guys will figure
I
out.
mean, the point is that they're wasting their money on it.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, we spend our marketing dot at the.
They put them out front of the store, the shop, the office, in a little stand with brochures and
Mhm.
cold cups. I got pens, keychains, I throw away the fob, I just keep the ring. And I got cold cups all over the mainland.
Nice. Yeah, fun.
Yeah, wasted advertising money.
Yeah. I also wanted to share, I bought myself something that has become a new favorite thing, and I wanted to thank Amanda. She made these gorgeous bracelets. If you're looking for something for Christmas for someone special, I absolutely love mine, and the ring is one of my new favorites too, so. Check them out, and it's hard to just have one, so I just wanted to promote, Amanda's incredible. She did it by hand, amazing. So anyway, okay, say it again,
It's like therapy.
therapy, yeah, it's nice to find a hobby, whether.
I have some flash therapy.
Side hustle, something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always multitasking.
gotta love that. Want to personally thank our board of directors from 2024. They have served loyally, meeting every month and done an incredible job. We're going to have our meeting. It's now a board meeting, so you can bring your surfboard on Wednesday, Friendsgiving. So please come. All these people are coming. Who's going to Friendsgiving? Yay, April, Steve, Jim, Liza. Thank you, Jeff, Rita.
I couldn't use the form, the login Google Docs. form.
Just, I'm gonna put your name here. It's official.
Yes, oh, perfect, it's easy.
And
It's in April, November.
that's funny. Jim,
Now your beach volleyball hairdo?
and it should be,
Yeah.
yeah. So please come, it's gonna be a blast, and I'm gonna get there at first light 6, hopefully nobody else is reserving the tables. Because people sit there and like hold the spot until 10, which is one of the reasons I chose it, because I can get there early and there's unlimited parking, store across the street, bathrooms, and it's a great place to swim and so hope to see you guys all there. And if you missed that one, next Monday, I actually have all my family flying in, so I will be gone next week, Thanksgiving week, but you have a treat. Colette is gonna be leading the huddle, and she's gonna have another potluck after the huddle and games. So if you missed this one, you can come and see Colette. She's a firecracker. It's one of the reasons I have this role. Being mentored by her is an absolute privilege. So you guys will see, if you haven't experienced any time with her, you come away on fire with something valuable. All right, moving on. Want to introduce you to our new board of directors for 2025. We're so excited. April, Marianne, JC, and Matt are joining the group, and their term starts in January. And so thankful for them and look forward to their leadership. And yeah, just wanted to introduce you guys and share kind of, you have to be in the top 20% to qualify. And our board has been really dynamic, so super excited. Hey. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hi, welcome. So also would like to introduce you to our newest member of Keller Williams Realty now, Caroline Neubauer. Super excited for you and your business. All right, this is what our coaching and training helps us do. If you look at our statistics on how we're outperforming the board, meaning all the real estate agents on Maui, take a look at the numbers. I mean, it speaks for itself. Look at the closed production sell side, we're up 23% and Ram's up 8%, and the closed production total up 13%. So thank you to our coaching and everyone. You guys are out there taking market shares and really awesome to see. And congratulations to our top 20 producers in alphabetical order, not in order of closed. So just wanted to honor those guys. Good job. Yay. I thought it would be helpful. We've been talking about a preferred vendor list for a long time. So Zyke, my VA, if you can take notes on this. I just had an incredible experience with a flooring install, and I want to share the company with you. And if any of you guys have flooring people, if you would share now, we can start a list and just go through different categories, electricians, plumbers, and everything else. I use Island Wide Flooring, they just finished. And the reason I love them is because their product, he used to install in condos, and the millimeter requirement was always such that they had to do a double install because the requirement for the millimeters to be a certain thickness. And so he developed his own product, so it's only one install, and it's made here on Island local, and it was price competitive with Costco and Lowe's. And his team came in, they moved everything and was meticulous in terms of the touch-up. So I have the cards here, Island Wide Flooring. Does anyone else have a flooring person that they love, that they would like to share? On Zoom, anybody? We're gonna start a list. So.
Yeah, not flooring, but I love the list idea, cause I've got plenty, you know.
Yeah.
Painter,
Handyman,
yeah, all of that.
so let's just pick one each time and come prepared with what
Where is this list?
we're making it now.
Okay.
So I have one flooring guy. Anybody else have a positive flooring? Okay, so Zyke, Island Wide Flooring, I'll get you the
This
details.
is great marketing, for you get a customer to hand out your cards to everybody in their office.
Yeah, talk about raving fan. That's what we
Doesn't matter
want.
if it's a cheap card, it's a personal recommendation,
Right.
and everybody got a card, that's great marketing.
Yeah, and he said he's a long time, born and raised here, and he works with a plumbing guy he went to high school with, and the plumber was amazing, so I'll tell you guys about him next week. It'd be nice if we all had a list that we could work from, especially for new agents. Any comments or questions?
There's a comment in the chat, can we recommend a roofing contract?
Okay, so we'll do roofing next week, how's that? Okay, who's that?
Jeannie Howard.
Jeannie, we'll do roofing next week, so bring, if you have a favorite roofer, bring those. All right. I know of people who have multi-million-dollar listings who have not completed or started their CE. If you don't get this done by the end of November, you will not be able to keep your listing. You will not be able to do real estate, so.
Or open house.
Or open houses or anything. So we are encouraging everyone, start now, get it done in advance of November 30th, because we really want you to be able to continue with your license without having that as a barrier. So. All right, I mentioned the beach potluck, can't wait. Randy said he might go for a swim. He's an avid swimmer, so, and he swims on that beach, so I'm looking forward to hopefully swimming. Okay.
Randy the Speedo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, yeah. Okay, Liza, this is a super exciting.
See you in a Speedo.
Always puts it up backward.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. So we actually moved the Friendsgiving to Wednesday so that everyone can participate in this. It's a once a year event on Thursday. Super excited, appreciate Liza's leadership. I don't know if you'd like to come up and speak to this at all. That would be great.
The slide needs to change.
Hello, everyone. So as everyone knows, my platform is my food bank. I love to support them. And especially when you're able to distribute food and see the families that you affect, it's amazing. And Thanksgiving boxes is always a big deal. You'll see a long line And it's just very moving when you experience it. And I have a lot of people in this room that they show up every month and we appreciate that. But we're anticipating a really long line for our Thanksgiving boxes. And it will happen on Thursday at Hale Makana from 1:45 to 3:30. So anyone who, I'm looking for, we have some volunteers now, but I'm thinking we need maybe 5 or 6 more. So contact me directly if you're interested, and let's make some local families their Thanksgiving very special. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Liza. Yeah. Miranda, did you have a comment, Miranda?
Yes. Does she need help putting the boxes together prior?
They are assembled already.
Thank you.
Now we have a
question
in the chat.
Do you want to call you? I'll be there. Can't call you.
Can be.
Cam, what?
Oh, Kamaole Beach, what is it, one?
Cam one, yes. Cam one, it's right across from the ABC store and there's a huge parking lot, so there's no problem parking. And you'll see picnic tables that I'm gonna be reserving. Okay, every week we give out a Golden Pineapple Award. It has been my honor to get to know Caroline as Lady Aloha, and we are so delighted to have you here. So you get the award today. Thank you. All right, Joyce is spearheading an opportunity for all of us to be able to learn from our International Director of Luxury. And it's Caroline Ho. So Joyce, are you on? Would you like to speak to this, how it's impacted you in your business and worth every penny?
Hi, I'm driving, so I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I think besides, attending the conventions, the 4 Pillars is one of the most impactful classes you can take. It's more than worth the cost. It's 6 hours, pretty intensive. But Caroline Ho is just amazing, and you do not have to be in luxury to participate. It's going to refine your business no matter what level you're at or how new you are or how many years of experience. I highly, highly recommend it. I was trying to do a pajama party event with it, but it's 5 in the morning. So I understand it does take a commitment. It's December 6th, Friday. It's 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. I've done it a couple times, once at 4 in the morning. Just, have your coffee and have your clam shot on and do what you can do. If you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to me and I can share further with the opportunity that provides. To tag on that, she is coming to Maui with Brady Sandall in May for our Pro Luxury Series event towards the 3rd week of May, and more details to come on that.
Oh, amazing.
Sorry, we lost our slide deck.
Oh, it's okay.
Am I frozen? Can you hear me? Did I freeze up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. So Joyce, you said that this class has been worth every penny because it's helped you level up into luxury and understand.
Yes, she breaks down different areas of your marketing, your branding, what the experience is that you give to your clients that separates you apart. It's kind of like taking your GPS and refining it on a whole nother level, in my opinion. I don't think there's anything that you cannot not gain from taking the class. For me, I'm not obviously the biggest luxury salesperson, that's for sure. I am the market liaison, but that role is more intended to help connect you to what Keller Williams Luxury has for opportunities for you. Many of you are probably one closing away from being KW Luxury earned in. And so it dives deeper into what that all is and how to get there and how to maintain that and all the tools and opportunities that Keller Williams Luxury has for you. So I highly recommend it if you have time, I know you're all busy, it's the holidays, but December 6th, Friday morning, let me know, sign up prior to that, of course, and happy to share anything further on a one-on-one basis.
Awesome, Joyce. Any questions for Joyce?
Can I add something to that?
Oh, please, Dee. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just saying, the other thing too with luxury is there's some really cool new stuff coming on too. We're actually going to get our own consumer website, which would be really cool. So we'll be able to leverage a Keller Williams luxury websites in our marketing, which we've never really had the opportunity to leverage any of the Keller Williams stuff. We all had our own stuff. So that's kind of, I think it's going to be a really cool feature, is to be able to have a legitimate website. So one thing that we've never had, and I think it's hurt us in some of our listing presentations. We're also, Brady's also working on a TV show, which is really pretty cool. So some really cool stuff coming in luxury that you're going to see coming out in the next few months.
Yes, and I want to add to that, on December 4th, I believe, at Joanne Fox's amazing listing for $16+ million, will infuse more on luxury within that huddle and share more about what's coming forth. And I'll have some really yummy refreshments for you. So come on out to the West Side on December 4th and look forward to that.
Thank you for reminding me, Joyce. And Dean, I wanted to follow up with one other question. You had mentioned, as our regional luxury ambassador, that there's a big difference between what luxury clients are looking for versus regular clients. Could you expand on that a little bit so that everyone can hear? I don't know that they heard that last time.
That's a good question. And I have to find my notes, because it was really interesting. What was interesting about it was that I always felt like you treated everyone the same, and it was interesting to hear what the feedback was from a group of luxury clients that were polled on what's the most important thing to them. And I'd have to find in my phone here the list, but ultimately the number one characteristic of an agent that a luxury client was looking for in an agent was discretion. And that was really, I was surprised by that, to be honest with you. I thought, trust is always, way up there on everyone else's radar, but it's kind of interesting that trust, which was a sort of number one for everyone else, was on the radar of luxury clients, but they had other specific requests which were much different than a normal client. And one of them was discretion, confidentiality, and those kinds of things. I'm gonna have to get back to you with the rest of that list, but it wasn't what you would think. And so I think so many of us are intimidated by dealing with luxury clients. I'm not, but I know many people are. But I think that ultimately it's important to know what the expectation is of you, so that it's you much more comfortable in dealing with them. And I'll get that list to you and you can circulate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Dean.
But discretion was number one.
Yeah, very interesting. Any questions or follow-up?
Actually, I'd love to add something too. I remember one of the meetings that we had somebody who actually did a study on the what luxury clients are looking for, and it had a long list of things. It might be the same thing Dean is talking about, but the other thing that they were looking for was that luxury is an experience. It's not a price point. And then additionally, it's how they're treated, and what they look for, like Dean brought out, is discretion, but also exclusivity. It's like when you go to get a Louis Vuitton purse or something, there's only so many of them made and they feel like they're special. So they really want the experience of feeling that they can have it and nobody else can have it, and that they get to be treated specially. So that was an important point. Thank you, Dean.
Awesome, Karen. Thank you. And for those of you that aren't aware, it's 1.9 million for different transactions, or if you double end one, that counts as 2 over rolling 24-month period. So feel free to reach out if you want to see what your status is. I have the list of the people in the market center and when you're kind of going in and out. And if you came from another brokerage and had closings, I can also get an exception to get you qualified and in. So yeah, and then the next slide, do we have the slides now, Allie?
Yep.
So the 3 levels of luxury, you can get by qualifying in the number 1 and 2, and then some people like Karen and Dean and Joyce, they pay that $250 a month to be a part of the Luxury Pro community, which is a much more involved. They have Zooms, and I think Karen and Joyce both say it's definitely worth it for the referral connections that they make. And then the next slide, just more information about luxury. Did you want to speak to these at all, Joyce?
Yeah, I wanted to just add one thing on that. The very first tier is you get a luxury listing. Like Steve, you have an amazing listing in Maui Meadows. You can access and use luxury logos and other support systems to help boost your luxury listing. And so it's not, like before where you had to wait till you were in before you could use anything at all. So you get something 1.9 or more, reach out to Market Center, to us, and mostly everything now is in the circle. You still can go in the intranet, but that's kind of phasing out, I believe. So there's a lot of tools that you can still use if you have a 1.9 plus listing to support the marketing of your luxury property.
Great point.
Keep in mind.
Great point, yeah.
And it will get you, it will help you get you luxury listings too, right? I mean, just being a part of luxury, you can leverage the fact that there's 18,000 members in Keller Williams Luxury that you're connected with, and you can promote your listings to those luxury agents around the country. And so far this year, as of the end of October, we have $15.1 billion of agent-to-agent referral closings within the luxury division. So if I were you and I did a listing presentation in a luxury property and you told the client that you're a part of a community of 18,000 people that has 15.1 billion in sales volume this year already, that you definitely would want to be a part of that. And every listing that I get, that's exactly what they want, because it's a network that they want. But this is a legitimate network that you can actually quantify the results of, and no other networks can do that.
That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, we close 1.5 billion a day. And I love the 15.4 billion in agent-to-agent referrals. We have new agents that have connections with multi-million-dollar properties. And what they do is if they're not confident to go in and do it themselves, our luxury leaders, which we're so fortunate to have, Dean as the regional rep and Joyce as our ambassador here from Hawaii, that you can go into that listing appointment with them and secure it. You leveraging their experience. So super appreciate your generosity to help and partner with us. Anything else you guys want to add?
Yeah, just in addition to what Dean brought out, once that website rolls out, as he brought it out before, that's going to be another fabulous tool that nobody else offers at this point. So that will really help in listing appointments as well.
Awesome. Okay. I printed these out for those of you who are in office. This is an all brokerage Friendsgiving. I've invited title companies and other people in our community. So feel free to take this hard copy, invite a friend, bring your family, just way to get together. I start by saying to the people, we're thankful for you. We'd love to connect. So hope you guys can make it. So what's happened with our open island is pretty exciting. We started with just 5 or so, and last time there were about 15 people that had their listings open on the same day. And our goal, so that we're not 4 o'clock on Thursday making changes to the flyer, is that everybody signs up by next Wednesday for December 6th. No, yes, 6th. So that we have time to put that flyer together, and then we'll be able to print out copies so you could take to your listing and help promote each other's listings. Any questions on that? Be awesome if we can get to 20 and keep growing this. The idea is that the island is open with a bunch of Keller Williams agents, and we help each other sell our listings and really make an impact. Wanted to share. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
About the open house Friday. So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're asking for commitment that's a week in, like, about 10 days in advance. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we decided we're going to do it a week in advance, but we thought we need a little bit more time
Sure.
for our VAs to put that together. So if we could know by the Wednesday, a week and a half in advance, that helps us be able to get you the flyers, promote it on social media. You'll be able to post, you know, all of the 20 listings slide that we have. And then I can also help get you printouts of the group. So when you go to your listings, you can be distributing those to people. Does that make sense, Angela?
Yeah, totally. Perfect.
That was a
Thank you.
request from the team. Because we had so many change orders last time. It was like, oh, this house sold and now there's booked. And so we're doing our best to try to get a little more systematized.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the question.
Todd asked, how does the Market Center advertise it?
Great question, Todd. So the way that we advertise it is we're asking for the group in advance. And then we create a slide, which we post to social media and share with everyone who is holding an open, that they can then share on their social. So that's one way. And then the other way is physically being able to print that list out like a passport in advance, give it to those agents so that they can then at the open house be sharing all the other ones that are open. And we have the feedback, let's do it by side of the island so that it's easier for people, but try to get it on one slide.
Suggest that.
Okay, so e-blasting to all the agents. Okay. Awesome. Great. Thank you for the feedback. Let's do that too. Any other comments? Awesome. Okay, so
Wait, we have some in the chat, sorry.
oh, some of the chat. So there's something that's sort of kind of organically happened with our West Maui huddle, the first Wednesday of the month. It was awesome. I went to Caravan Wednesday and invited everyone, and we ended up with 5 guests from other brokerages, and it became a mastermind on what's happening on West Maui. So this December 4th, Joanne's holding her and you're also getting into luxury listings that might be harder to access unless you actually have a qualified buyer. And so Joanne's hosting it at her $16 million listing, and Joyce is sponsoring lunch as a luxury event. And I will be inviting agents from all the brokerages to come. At that meeting, we always do round robin, what's happening at the condo that you live at or the complex that you live at. Do you have a listing where you can give us an update on insurance? And it's been really awesome. So I hope you guys can make it over. It's definitely worth the drive. And feel free to invite agent friends because it's not just exclusively for us. Okay. We've had a lot of talk about voting, but this is going to be a fun conversation about what's happening in Keller Williams. We had our awards committee meet and met twice, and they decided they wanted to include some more subjective awards that we'll be distributing. So if you haven't voted yet, we have new categories: open house rockstar rookie, life of the party, most likely to help. That's one of our core beliefs. Like when you're in office, even if you're busy, being willing to, help out. Agent encyclopedia. And then shows up strong, most likely to attend events and classes, someone that you always see. Most inspirational. And then we have an Alan Constantino Rising Star Award, and want to keep his name and memory alive. And so think of an agent that is new to the brokerage who we can honor with that. And then social media rock star. So please vote. We'll be doing awards after the holidays. And yep, question? Nope. All righty. We are asking, we have this amazing holiday party planned at Sugar Beach Event. Super expensive. The company wants to thank you for how hard you work. And so we're getting together. There's already 126 people that registered. We're asking you to register by this Friday, because we have to give them a food and beverage count. And if for some reason your plans or your +1 plans change, please let us know, because we had planned on 110, and it's really difficult to say no to people when we're trying to celebrate. There's 126 already registered. So
recording in progress.
Any questions? We will have a DJ. There'll be food, 2 drinks. You get to buy more if you want more. Any comments or questions? Colette will be there. Yes.
I did scan this and that is what we have, the holidays.
Thank you.
In case you don't want 250.
Yes, RJ, if you could correct the QR code on the beach potluck. That's not the holiday party. I think there was some confusion because we did have some communication opportunities regarding that.
We have a
So
question or.
can someone scan the holiday party slide and see if this one goes to the correct thing? It does, okay. Caroline, love it. Attention to detail. Take that broker class, and our board of directors, actually, we were looking to get $12,000 in sponsorships, and we are at 6,500. They worked really hard to reach out to our partners, and we want to thank all of our sponsors who currently have contributed to the party. Is there anyone on that would like to speak on behalf of giving them the opportunities to?
Just not on.
Oh, should be on there. Yeah, okay, thank you. Keller Home Loans, Mark Short is also a sponsor. Apologies for that, to Keller Home Loans. If RJ, if you could add that, that would be awesome. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Tech updates with Jasper. Here we go. Give Jasper a hand.
That's my favorite roofer. Yes. All right. How are we doing, everybody? So tech updates really quick. We have some changes, as a lot of you know, there's been some updates with how passwords work and logging into Command in the past couple of weeks. And we have a great new opportunity to keep our clients and our account information safe with two-factor authentication being added to everybody's account. It is requested sort of at random, keep you on your toes. So sometimes you'll be able to log in without it. Sometimes you'll have to access it, a code in your email in order to sign in. That's all good. Now, when it comes to working with transaction coordinators or VAs, this can kind of throw a wrench in things. So if you've got a deal on the line or documents that need to be uploaded, keep an eye on communication with your TC to make sure that they can gain access to your account. We do also have the ability to form a team for you, a single agent team, and create an administrative account for your transaction coordinator so that they can access it through their own credentials. And I'd be happy to work with you guys to find solutions that work best for you as things arise. So let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Any
And
questions for Jasper before
Any
we let
questions?
you go?
I don't know who it was, but I managed to lock myself out of the command completely. I couldn't even get password changed.
Oh, wow.
Emailed tech support, 5 minutes later, everything was resolved, I was back.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's less than 5 minutes.
I was definitely that technical.
Well, thank you. Know your team.
Yeah, we do good. Anybody else? Any questions? All right.
Thank
so
you,
much, guys.
Jasper. We are so thankful to have you part of the team. Yeah. Best joke in the house today. That was good.
I'm so close.
Yeah, so there.
Yeah.
Get kicked out of here.
Is it JAX?
Yes.
Okay. I'm interested if anybody has, we love sharing stories from open house and opportunities that you guys have had. I'll share one while you think. I was on a required call that I need for my brokerage, and I got this phone call this morning from Bruce with a number. And I'm like, I have no idea who this is, but I take the call because we're realtors, right? I always answer our phone. And he's like, oh yeah, you talked to me about a year ago, I wanna list my house. And I was like, great, Bruce, can you give me your last name? No idea. So I got his last name and I'm like, hey, you got 203, right? He goes, yeah, I'm at this, blah, blah, blah. And I was trying to write down what he said and no idea. Luckily, I went to Maui County tax records, found the name match with the property, which was the right unit. Crazy. I looked at my text history. I last contacted him. This is bad on me for not keeping up. no idea who it was, February 2022. And listing appointment today. So, right, so answer your phone. It's crazy how many realtors don't, I mean, and I didn't even know who it was. I still don't, I mean, I think it was a partner listening somewhere a long time ago. Anybody else have an open house story or a answer your phone story? Yes, Caroline.
I have called multiple agents and their voicemails are full, so I would go to your voicemails and delete them because you're missing opportunities.
100%, and that's on me. I'm answer my phone right away usually and text back, but don't check my voicemail like I should. And yeah, so I'm guilty of that too. That's great. Caroline said, check your voicemail. Yeah,
And delete
and
it.
delete it,
Right.
so it's not full, so they can get a hold of you.
The
Right,
other thing is too, is
Steve?
if you get, right now, we all think everything's spam, right? Like even 808 numbers are usually spam and you know, so sometimes I'll just text them back, can I call you right back? And I feel like if it's a legit call, it's say, oh, sure, you know, and that happened once, he's like, yeah, I was gonna ask about your property or whatever, I'm like, ooh, you know, something
Yeah.
that's a filter, instead of not answering it, at least doing that.
Right,
Sometimes it looks like a weird number, I mean,
Right.
obviously, anyway, they usually answer, but in the meantime, there's sometimes they're a little.
get some sort of text communication. I just got a call while leading this meeting. It was from unknown. I'm like, darn it. Can't call them back. That could be business, right? So anyway, any other open house stories? Yes. April.
Well, I can answer your phone story.
Yeah.
I've been calling the mainland a lot, because I've got a lot of people that I'm referring out to the mainland. And I just call the market center and get a list of people, to call, and whoever picks up the phone gets the referral. And a lot of them don't answer.
It's crazy.
It is crazy, yeah, but yeah, honestly, I'll just go down the list and whoever answers is the one that I send a referral to.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And you can also,
Yeah, crazy.
it's crazy. You can also, if you ever want help finding a specific area agent, you can ask me who the TL is. And then what I do is I partner, you know, connect you with the TL and you can call and say, I've got this client, I want a luxury person that specializes in this, or she's meticulous and I need somebody who's like a lawyer, you know,
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
usually just call the market center.
Nice.
And then I'll kind of say, you know, hey, I'm looking for, you know, I've got a client who, you know, might need somebody that's a little bit more experienced or
Yeah.
luxury or whatever, and then they'll kind of give
Smart.
me a list of numbers to, they're like, oh, try these 3 or 4.
And your
Yeah.
test is, do they answer their phone?
Yes.
I love
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
I want a referral partner that answers
Yeah.
their phone.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, crazy.
A lot of them don't even call me back, yeah.
Any other stories that you guys can share? It's fun to hear them because it's just a reminder, you know, and people who are going crazy doing open houses, it's nice to hear how you continue to get business from open houses years later. All right, now we have our PBE Peony Ball.
All right, Jack, settle down.
That's down.
Okay, everybody got the real estate commission bulletin? And flip to the back to see who was
Yeah.
disciplined. I know, it's already started, you had no other way. The heading of the November real estate bulletin says renew your license by November 30th. That's coming right from the commission. That's way they guarantee you a license if you renew by November 30th. If you do it after November 30th, because we know the license says you must renew by the odd, for January 1st of the odd numbered year. They do not guarantee you a license, because if you answer yes, most of the people, it's seamless, right? You go on, you pay the money, you hit yes, 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 and it's done. But the people that hit no, 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 I should say, and it's done. If you hit a yes on it, you have to, it'll bounce you out and you gotta print it up manually and send it in. So that's why they want you to do it by November 30th, because there's probably a few, 100 maybe yeses out there, and they're very short staffed. So if you think you're a yes or a no, then do it early. The commission's telling you so.
I got my new license on the wall already.
There you go. And don't forget to print out your pocket card, because you're supposed to have that on you at all times, even while you're in the shower, Steve. Okay. Where do I put it? April.
I renewed my license, but I have one more CE class to do.
No, you didn't then.
They took my money.
Yeah, but they
Oh,
won't
yeah,
post it until you finish.
Oh,
So
okay.
they'll take your money, but they're not doing anything until you finish.
Oh,
on your
okay,
CE.
okay, I will.
So if you don't, they get your money.
I have a question,
Kylie Gallagher has her hand raised.
Okay, yeah, just one more.
Kylie, question?
Yes, Aloha, I do have a question. So my understanding is that the fees need to be paid as well as the CE classes completed by the end of this month. So 11/30 is the date to complete, but I am now receiving a little bit of mixed messages surrounding that date. So now I'm unsure, do the classes need to be, I understand that they take 1 to 2 weeks to post to the state, depending on who you've taken the classes through. So do the classes then all need to be completed by the 15th of November in order for them to be done by November 30th? Or do the classes need to be completed by November 30th for them to be posted before the end of the calendar year? Is that making sense?
Yes, so it depends on your provider.
Okay.
I took it through Training Cove and they posted once a week, and I think it was Mondays. Cause I took some near the end of the week and they
CE
posted
shop
on
does
Monday.
it every few days.
CE shops every few days, so, yeah, get it done
But
earlier
they
than
take
later.
up to 2 weeks, CE shop is getting over.
Right, no, the more people that are scrambling, the longer it's gonna take for them to post, so the thing is, don't wait.
But do they have posted end of the calendar year? So long as you complete them, that's what my question is. Do they have to be completed 2 weeks prior to 11/30? Or if they're completed by 11/30, that allows for that window of time for them to post before the end of the calendar year?
Get it done by November 30th is what the commission's saying.
Perfect.
For
Okay.
them To the
No.
providers and do it.
What she's saying is if she doesn't complete her
I don't,
classes.
November 30th, get it done by November 30th, how hard is that? Okay, let's move on. No more questions.
One thing, Ally, because I did my ethics training and she caught that actually I had to print my cert and send it to RAM. So it wasn't.
Oh, okay, oh, check that too, right, that we have until December, so we'll give you more reminders for that as those come up, but that's separate, right? You can take it as a CE. The ethics training as a CE as well, so you can get credit for the double kind of credit, if you will. But that has to be done this year
You
as
still have
well.
to do the NAR one if you do the.
No.
Oh,
The NAR ethics training is offered also as a 3-hour CE class. So you do 2 in 1.
For
Right.
whatever reason, it didn't seem like it was automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, double check on that. The question was, well, the answer was, Ella reminded Laura that she had to send that to RAM. So make sure, even though you took it, it may not go to RAM, so you have to make sure you do that.
Or it may not reflect on your NAR account that it's completed.
Okay. Here's actually what I was gonna talk to you about today, and we're on the same wavelength. Because it's very timely. This is independent. I was
We didn't-
looking at this story and it's a cautionary tale. Cautionary tale. Okay, I'm gonna just read this to you. And if you got the latest Realtors magazine and read it instead of just throwing it away, you might have read this. Okay. Always vet your vendors. It's talking about vendors independently. I was looking at this last week. Okay. This is a court ruling now. This is an actual case that happened. A New Mexico court ruling offered an important reminder to brokers, meaning all of us. Don't make vendor recommendations unless you're sure that the vendor is reliable, licensed, and insured. In the case, after a broker recommended contractor accidentally destroying the seller's home, the court found the broker negligent in his duty of reasonable care, which we also have in this state, reasonable care, right? In 2016, an Albuquerque, New Mexico couple entered into a transaction brokerage agreement, right? We don't do that here, but basically, well, they'll tell you what it is. With a local broker. Under New Mexico statute, the relationship means that the broker provides services but doesn't owe a fiduciary duty to the client. We all know what fiduciary duty is, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. After the people contracted with the buyer, the inspection revealed problems with the roof. When the owners couldn't find an available roofer, Jax. Sorry, I lost my spot. Available roofer, the broker volunteered to take care of it. He recommended a roofer. Who's this? That's very cliche, Jack. Barking at the postman. Okay, sorry, take care of it. He recommended a roofer whom the seller hired, but he didn't verify whether the vendor was licensed and insured. While making the repairs, the roofer triggered a fire. The homeowner and their insurance company sued the broker and their brokerage for damages, alleging negligence and breach of contract and recommending an uninsured and unlicensed roofer. So the ruling. The district court determined that New Mexico Real Estate Commission regulations impose a duty of reasonable care on transaction brokerage. Okay, on transaction brokerage, we don't do that, but so we still have the duty of care no matter what in this state. And awarded damages despite defining the relationship as non-fiduciary. The defendants appealed, citing the 3 agreements. The brokerage did not owe a duty of care to investigate the roofer's status because it was transactional brokerage relationship. There was no cause and effect between the roofer's status and the negligence. The listing agreement didn't permit the awarding of attorney's fees based on negligence. The appeals court noted that the commission required that all brokers owe reasonable duty of care. That the purpose of removing the fiduciary duties and the agency status from transaction brokerage isn't to eliminate standards of reasonable care. The court opinion reads, but to avoid conflict of interest when the broker is an agent for both parties to a transaction. What do we call that here? Dual agency. The defendants also argued they had no liability because the listing agreement put the duty of investigating vendors solely on the homeowners. While the agreement did not obligate the owners, it said nothing about the defendant's duties to the court. The court noted. So the agreement didn't dissolve the broker's duty of care. The court also held there was a causal connection between the roofer's status and the fire because the lower court noted the damage were a natural result of the recommendation. Plus, the homeowners testified that they wouldn't have hired the roofer if they had known his status of unlicensed and uninsured. Finally, the defendants argued the agreement limited and awarded attorney's fees and to contractual, not negligence disputes. Again, the Court of Appeals agreed with the lower court, saying, too bad. Best practice, no matter whom you represent, get vendors before you recommend them and require they provide written confirmation of their licensure and accreditation status and liability insurance coverage. Always recommend several trusted professionals to clients of their choice, which is hard on this island. We sometimes don't have a lot. Avoid hiring a third-party vendor directly for work being performed at the customer's property. Make sure the client's agreements clearly delegate duties for investigating and evaluating third-party contractors. A broker's disclaimer could possibly help the defendants avoid liability in this case. Amen. So be cautious on who you hire as vendors. Evan.
What's our stance on handyman? I see everybody always asking for a good handyman. There's no licensing requirements for them.
There's
as for like drywall stuff,
right.
GC out there.
They're stuck at $1,500, right? So anything under that, and it shouldn't be anything that requires a permit, I guess, right? Is what we want to watch out for.
Well, that list we create have
No.
Have your vacation and better.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you,
Gotcha.
bye. Happy Monday. Go
Okay.
Steelers.
Yes. Before we get into, highlighting listings and buyer need, I had an agent ask me, they said, a lot of agents have listings right now. And we have a lot of listing agents in the house. And the question is, what are you doing creatively to sell those listings? We know the caravan, we know, doing the farming. Is there anything else you guys are doing that have these listings to promote brokers opens? Throw it out to the team.
Well, we just recently talked about it, but I like where I'm starting to see the HOAs for a year, and I actually reached out to an agent with another company, and say, hey, can you just kind of run me through it, how you looked at how do you go about doing it, sorry. And basically there's options where the escrow can hold it and give it directly to the property management, right?
Okay.
Or you do the math, or they, and it fills up their account, or you just have it as a credit, like a concession, but
Nice.
I like seeing little things like that. I think it helps, even though it doesn't sell it, because I did that and it still hasn't sold yet, but it's just kind of
Right.
another creative option to keep it. Not just the lowest price.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. So Steve said, pay the HOAs for a year. JC in the house.
I won't talk about creative ways for advertising, but I'll tell you to keep your listings, over communicate with your sellers.
Yeah.
Contact them every Monday and every Friday, telling them what's been going on, even if it's zero.
Yeah.
One of the biggest complaints in our industry is lack of communication. We all see that from other agents too. So
Yeah.
over communicate. I
Love
had to
that.
make those calls today, that's why I said it.
JC says over communicate and has a system every Monday and Friday.
Well,
What?
What's that?
Relationship?
in relationships.
Oh, in
relationships.
relationships. Well, they're adorable. Love that, having a system. That's one of the reasons, and Bonnie has pointed this out, it's one of the reasons she likes to do open houses and have her listings, because the seller gets to see how active you are in promoting their listing. And that's one of the reasons we're doing Open Island too. We can say, look, we're featuring your property in our once a month Open Island. That's great, Steve. Any other ideas?
I think that's a great idea, that open island that you get everybody to social media, you get 12 of those, 12 other people that
Yeah.
are sharing yours now there, and it just expands.
And let's
That's
put
really
it as a collaborator, put the other people with the listings, because then they automatically get notified, right? Social media people. Yeah, so let's keep that. It'd be great if we could get 20 and more. Anybody else? Okay, well, now you have a chance. You've got room full. We do more than 30% of our business with each other. If you have a buyer need or a listing that you would like to highlight, here's your chance. April.
I'll think about mine.
Go to
You
the
wanna come
front.
up here? Yeah, come up front, so
Yeah.
everybody on. Oh, and
I have a listing at Ho'omananea in Lahaina. It's right off the bypass, great location. Great location within the complex as well. It's right on the end. So it's really private, it only shares one wall in a stairway, so really nice, quiet, private. Looks out onto the greenery instead of onto a parking lot. I am holding, everyone's gonna get this email, but a holiday open house on December 6th from 4 to 7. So I'm gonna have
nice.
booze, I'm gonna have refreshments, I'm gonna have
Is that the holiday party?
No, the day before, it's Friday.
Oh,
Cause it's Open Island.
It's gonna be
Good job.
yes, open island, yeah, 4 to 7. So 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom listed at 1.16. But my sellers are starting to get pretty motivated, so open to all offers. Come by and check it out either on December 6th or give me a call to check it out earlier.
Hey, thank you, April. I forgot to mention, those of you who have had the opportunity to have personal time with Colette, you know that she can absolutely give you tips and tricks that can change your business. She meets with different agents when she's here, and she wanted me to let all of you know, on Wednesday, the 25th, whatever that Wednesday is, let me confirm, 27. She is going to be at the Fairway Shops from 11:30 to 1, and she's open to one-on-one consulting. So if you'd like to get personal time with her, make the drive over to Lahaina. Or if you're already over there in the west side, come on down to the shops, and she'll provide some personal one-on-one. Okay.
Okay, we have Karen in Zoom, Celeste and.
Okay,
And Amanda has.
Let's go Amanda first and then, Todd, Celeste, Karen.
Hello, everybody. So I am very grateful and very thankful that I have my first listing with Miss Laura Schopner, Superstar. It is at Valley Isle Resort, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It is right on the water, so the ocean is amazing. And it is on for $645. And there is a tenant in there until February 2025, so just give us at least 48 hours notice. Thank you.
Yeah, collaborating with other realtors is a great way to leverage. Yeah.
And it's hotel zone.
Oh, hotel zone. Okay, Todd.
Hello, I have a new listing coming up on, let's try that again. Oh, wow, it's blurred.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Okay, there we go. I have a new listing coming on Harbor Lights, D building, ground floor, 195, half remodeled, somewhat remodeled throughout. So yeah, there we go. Should be on tomorrow at the latest.
Did you say 195 or is that the unit number?
195. That's the price.
Wow.
And 1 bath.
Let's get that one sold before tomorrow.
Wait, where?
195.
Harbor Lights.
Oh.
Don't put a lockbox for there, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Stay outside.
Yeah, don't put a lockbox in Harbor Lights, dude.
Wait, can't put a lockbox in Harbor Lights? Why
Well,
not?
these big not recommended it.
Go
because
show it, Todd, come
there's-
on.
I ain't going to Harbor Lights. I'm
people
sorry.
Yeah.
You haven't sold real estate on Maui.
It's
if you-
why.
If you haven't sold a Harbor Lights.
Yes.
10 years old.
That's
when you-
right.
I love that. Love that.
On either side.
Yeah. Anybody else? Oh, Jonathan, come on up. Oh, yeah, sorry, that's Celeste. And then Karen and Jonathan, come on up. Yeah. Celeste.
Hey guys, I have a listing co-listed with Lauren Palakiko at Kapalua Bay Villas 19B4. It is fully booked for vacation rental. We have one opening for open house on November 26th, which is Tuesday, if you guys can swing by. It's beautiful ocean front right in the very front. And it's a bridge unit, so there's no stairs or anything. Parking right out front on parallel parking, and the parking lot's right, like, I don't know, 20 steps away, but it's beautiful. Come and check it out. Mahalo.
Sell on the 26th.
It's gonna sell on the 26th, so let's get in there and get it going. Okay, Karen, and then Jonathan.
Aloha, thank you. So I have a beautiful listing that's absolutely bi-coastal views up in Lower Kula. So it's only like 7 to 10 minutes to get to the grocery store. Straight up Pulehu. So if you're right before Safeway, that's a street that goes up there. And I will be showing it tomorrow. So if anybody wants to get in, available anytime you want to get in to look at it with a client, I can make it available for you. 6,400 square feet. And there's 2 sections that can easily be rentable as well. And then it does have a separate 2-bedroom, 1 bath, beautiful ohana. That's a separate little house with its own gate and its own yard. And it is completely gated all the way around. It's 4.4 acres. So equestrian property potential with just spectacular views straight out across the mountains. And to either side, you've got ocean views, beautiful sunsets you can see from there too. So anyway, let me know. It's $5 million. It's beautiful.
That's when you're showing. Got it. Okay, thank you, Jonathan.
Hey, first off, we still need a few volunteers this Wednesday, Halegalcal, 3:30 to 6 p.m. in Kihei. So if you want to help do the soup kitchen with us, we usually feed between 50 and 60 people, and it's fun. We get to cook together and serve. So just let me know, just private message me and I can give you the details. And I have a listing coming up upcountry. It's a townhome in the gardens upcountry. So it's a lot of people don't know about that unit. It's right near, it's like Pukalani, and there are only 20 units, so they only come up once in a while. It's going to be $1,099,000, 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, over 1,500 square feet. So check it out, or let me know if you have clients interested in something like that.
Luxury condos.
And,
Luxury condos, yeah.
and going to Friendsgiving, it ends at 2, so you can hang out in Kihei and go serve right after. So there you go. Okay, Scott, great to see you on. Everybody, welcome Scott. He's new with us. He is licensed on the mainland as well. So yeah.
There we go.
Here.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I'm a brand new agent, but I sell on the mainland, but we've got a couple listings coming on. And one is a lot over in Ma'alaya. It's waterfront lot, almost an acre. It's going to be listing at 5.9. It's currently on the market with Coldwell Banker, but we're going to be bringing it over and selling it ourselves. And so that's 5.9 over there. And it's we do have some plans that we could also talk about. We've got housing that we've developed for that property as well, that designed for the land that you could talk about as well. We then have also some parcels over in Paia. If you know where the Toby's Shave Ice is, that building plus some parking behind it in Paia, that's going to be coming on at 3.3 million. It's Toby's, it's the upstairs, and then there's a parking directly behind Toby's, both gated and non-gated. That's at 3.3. Then directly behind Toby's, there's 2 other parcels. One is a large single-family home, about 7,300 square feet, right on the water, and that's going to be on at 11 million. And then adjacent to that, also behind the gate, there are 3 buildings that are going to be on the market as well. Those are both like, I think they're both half-acre lots. The other one has 3 buildings, and it has parking, gated parking behind it as well. And those 3 buildings are 3 residences. One's a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2 kitchens, and the others are single. The others are currently being short-term rented, and they are 2-bedroom, 1-bath properties. And then those 3 parcels together are going to be sold at 11 million. So all of Paia is going to be at 20. I got to do the math. I think it's 25.3 for all of Paia, that whole kind of complex, because it's all kind of connected. And then the lot in Ma'alaya for 5.9. So
That's a strong start.
What's the zoning for the Ma'alaya lot?
What's the Ma'alaya zoning for that lot?
That is I think it's presently apartment, and so it falls under the issue of it's going to have problems if you wanted to build something and do the short-term rentals. You'd have problems, but you could do residential or other.
What you're saying is multi-units okay on that lot?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's a strong start. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you.
Love it. And brokers remind me, we can share within house if you have a signed listing agreement, correct? And what is the other rule? Any other?
Gotta be in the MLS within 2 days.
And then it has to be,
After the broker signs.
so yeah, it has to
So
be in the.
don't have the broker sign until you're ready to put it on MLS.
There you go. Broker doesn't sign it until you're 2 days ready to list. So just want to make sure we stay compliant.
And agents in the office don't talk about it with outside agencies. That's the big
100%.
flag, right?
Yeah, so we can only speak about it within our own company, but not tell other brokerages about it.
Unless you say off the record, right?
No, Steve.
Steve.
Not if you're planning on renewing, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Mark, yes.
Action. Okay, thank you guys. Have a great week. Happy Monday.
Yes.